Sunset Overdrive takes place in Sunset City after an energy drink causes the drinker to become a mutant known as OD. The protagonist of the story welcomes the awesome apocalypse, as this was a step up from their run-down, boring life. This opportunity allows the player to become the hero of Sunset City. So in Sunset City, Brody, you first start off with customizing your character, and there's a lot of possibilities to do it.
So many.
Female, male, clothes.
Make them a built guy or a taller lady, or so many clothes, body paints, underwear, hats.
My personal favorite is the kangaroo cock piece, which is pretty
cod piece.
Cod piece, yeah. Well, can't. The game doesn't take itself too seriously because of that,
which is a very good thing. The game very, very much knows that it's a video game.
Yeah, it's pretty meta in some of the references that it has within the game.
Breaking Bad, just to name one.
Yeah, and right at the beginning, when the apocalypse starts, she's playing a game that is Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that happen within it, and once you start to get into the game, you start finding weapons, and you get all these different style of weapons. Some of them are just insane, like what's
the flaming compensator, I think
is the first one you get. Yeah, it's basically a flaming shotgun with like a balls test on the side of it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's great. That pretty much paints all the other weapons. There's one that shoots bowling balls, one that drops acid sprinklers.
Yeah, there's the hairspray one where it just
explodes over and over again.
It's just constant explosions.
It's brilliant.
It's so much colour in the game as well because of all the explosions and just the environment that you're constantly traversing is...
the controls of this game. So this game is pretty much, if you can imagine, a Tony Hawk style skateboarding game, and put a gun in your hand.
Yes.
You can grind, you can wall run, you can bounce on things, you can flip on pipes and poles and things like that. And basically the idea of this game is to keep moving. There's no stopping. There's no one time where you're not pressing a button.
Yeah,
in this game.
It's completely true. From pressing X to grind, to pressing B to melee, to just you're constantly on the ball, always pressing the buttons, keep on moving, and it actually kind of punishes you for staying still. And
it very much does. Even one of the hints of the game is the most dangerous place to be in this game is on the ground.
Yeah, and when you're on the ground, enemies will just swarm on you. And there's not just one type of enemy. There's heaps of different kinds.
There's three different types of enemies. There's the OD, and then the
Frizzobots.
Yeah, the Fizzobots.
Fizzobots, yeah, which is the company that owns the drinks, and they're like security to protect the area, but they're not really protecting the area. And but we won't get too much detail on why they're there. But they add a different layer to the game constantly.
They definitely do. Then you got the scabs, which are basically robo humans. There's constant different types of enemies. They're warring with each other, warring with you. There's battles going on all the time. Yeah,
they got strengths and weaknesses to each different weapon, so you're constantly having to change weapons while you're on the go, while you're traversing. There's a whole bunch of different things that you constantly have to be doing.
Once you get used to some of the weapons, they do actually level up, and they get stronger as you go, up to level 5, I think. Yeah. It's just always customizations. There's different amps you can put onto weapons to make them different elements or different abilities, exploding.
Yeah, what exactly are amps? Like, they're like...
Amps are
added abilities to yourself, right?
That's right. They're added abilities to yourself or to your weapons to give yourself little buffs and boosts as you're traversing.
Yeah.
There's, you get bonuses for style. So the longer you're moving and constantly doing combos with tricks and things like that, the more points you get to your style. Once your style meter fills up, then shit hits the fan, basically. All your abilities start activating. There's lightning, there's fire, everything's just flying around everywhere. It's great.
It's just so awesome. The color of the game is just, when you get that overdrive, the overcharge, you're just, it's just insane. It's so worth it. You just want to keep staying at that level and keep mucking around. And
this game definitely keeps you mucking around for a long time. There are a lot of collectibles, a lot of side missions, a lot to do online. It just keeps going on.
Yeah, even the online element of the game is chaos, and they call it the Chaos Squad for a reason. Exactly. Because when you're partaking in it, there's like so much happening on the screen, but it's not overbearing. It's just, you're like, you know what to do. You need to jump here, jump there, go here, go left, go right, and yeah, it's just it's insane. And then the weapons and the explosion. I can't get over the explosions. They're just amazing when they paint the words in the explosion. It's just really awesome.
Great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So basically, this game, if you can believe it, it's kind of got elements of Tony Hawk's, as I said earlier, Infamous in the third person kind of styling and how you're moving around the map. Dead Rising in just the sheer amount of
and the weapons, the weird weapons.
Exactly right. And probably a little bit of Borderlands in the game knows it's a game.
Exactly. And like even like the color of Borderlands and like the weapons as well. There's a lot of weapons in
Good
Borderlands
writing as well.
And yeah, it's surprisingly a really good story. So not to go into too much detail there, but it's definitely worth checking out for the story, for the constant. You just want to pick up the game and keep playing and keep mashing the buttons and just traversing the city.
Great game.
Great game.